What is up, YouTube? You boy Officer Hawk back here with another video. So if you've seen the thumbnail, you already know what I'm talking about. Your out of town gun, out of town carry, whatever makes you feel comfortable. So out of town gun. If most people go out of town, they would use a smaller, compact gun like this. Glock 30, Glock 26, 27, 43X. Nowadays, P365. The list goes on and on. You got some guys that's old school and they carry a wheel gun. And they have like their wallet. And if they out of town, if they flying, may not be keys, but if they took a road trip like I just did, then it probably will be something in the vicinity of this. So I want to go ahead and debunk all of this. So I carry this a lot. It's my Glock 30. I have no problem with carrying this gun. It's a very uh, practical gun. Um, but if I was to carry this gun, let's say like I'm doing a road trip like I'm doing now, like I've done my road trip EDC before. If I was just to carry this gun, it would be other guns that I would have with it. It wouldn't just be this gun, but it would be like say if I have this gun and I have a backup magazine, the keys, the wallet, and then I have, probably AR-15. If I'm doing a road trip, doing anything where I'm outside, I'm over 100 miles away from home. I'm have plenty of backup. Call me crazy, call me whatever you want to call me, but I love to be hard to kill, and I love to sit up there, and I love to be defensive and not defenseless. I love to be a victor, not a victim. So if I was carrying this, I said I was going on a road trip, it'd be this extra magazine, of course, in the console or on my person, and I have extra backup, extra firearms, within means and within reach. But this time that I went on vacation, and traveled, this has been my carry. Uh, Glock 21. Just the magazine came out this gun, but it'll be an extra magazine. I got to put up. So this is pretty much what it looks like when I go and I'm doing vacation. People, because you're on vacation does not mean that you need to feel relaxed as far as self defense. I get it. You're in another city, another state. Now, if you're in another country, don't carry and let know their local laws, whatever. But I don't think you can fly international with a firearm. I'm not sure. Do your research. But if I'm flying to another state, if I'm driving to another state, like I drove to another state, this is exactly what I'm carrying. I carry this at home. Why would it be any different? So what I'm trying to get you all to understand is, just because you're hopping on a plane or because you're going out of town, you're on vacation, or you're in a New York state of mind, you're relaxing, you're chilling, does not mean that that your self defense need to take a back seat. It does not. When you're on vacation, a lot of things, anything can happen. Anything can happen anywhere. Home, vacation, going to the store. Shoot, you can be at the doctor, whatever. It doesn't matter. There's criminals always pick a time when you're less vulnerable, or when you least expect it. I'm a Christian. I'm a child of God. I let go and I let God a lot. Um, so I would never, denounce that. But the thing about it is, like I'm trying to get you to understand, people, is please understand there's nothing wrong with protecting yourself. Your protection and your self defense should not be lax because you're on vacation. Now, if you're a smaller gentleman, or if I was, let's say, I was in Miami right now, or Vegas or whatever, I would still carry it. I can carry. I've carried this 100-degree weather in the summertime here in the Midwest. Um, but if I'm going, like I said, I'm about to go to a pool. I'm going somewhere where maybe they're not gun friendly, or can I have this gun? Yeah, I don't want to either. I'm not going to go there, or I don't need to be there. But if I'm like, let's say I'm on Sunset Drive, I'm at the beach with the family, whatever, it probably will be something smaller with the extra magazine, of course. Over the summertime last year, me and the wife and my brother, my mother, we all had, shot down to St. Louis. Went to the St. Louis Zoo, which was a freaking beautiful zoo. I recommend anybody go there if you stop in St. Louis. Stop there, go to the zoo, and also get some barbecue if you're down there. But this is my carry. I carried my Glock 30 the whole time. I had an extra magazine. This is exactly how I had it. Glock 30 extra magazine, knife, and my keys and my wallet and my department badge. Okay, I'm not going to show you all that. But this is what I was carrying because I wouldn't say my self defense was lax, especially being in St. Louis. I'm not crazy. I understand that the murder rate is high, but like I said, I was on. I was at the zoo. I didn't want to print much. There was a lot of people there, but I had more than enough firepower to get me out of anything that may have that came about. You understand? But uh, the reason why I would carry this instead of this in certain situations because I'm road tripping. I'm in the Midwest still. I'm in another Midwest state, so it's still kind of cold. I'm actually carrying this in a pancake outside the waistband holster, but I can carry this full size gun. Won't even tell there's a gun on me at all because I'm still wearing a sweater, hat, my jeans, some shoes. So I'm tactical and I'm tactical as a mug and nobody even freaking know. But like I said, if it was I'm going to a state where it's hot and I can still carry this. Cool. I can still carry this carry this full size gun. But if I'm going to the beach, to the swim pool or whatever, if I'm not swimming, I'm not hopping there. Throw this on me, have an extra mag on me still. And how I know I've done this plenty of times. I remember me and the wife, with my first daughter, we went and took pictures on the beach. We were still at home, but we went and took pictures on the beach. Lovely pictures at that. We went and took pictures on the beach, and I didn't want to be defenseless. I know this may sound crazy, whatever. Just pictures with my family, whatever. But I'm at the beach. It don't matter. I wasn't swimming. I wasn't getting in the water. So I had literally this gun and a freaking extra magazine. So, like I tell y'all, this is coming from experience. Just because you're on vacation does not mean that your self defenseness need to be relaxed. Okay. God bless people. Stay blessed.